We already discussed where the series stands in this one between the Astros and the Twins. We head back to Minneapolis now in this one, having wrestled the home field advantage from those bad Astros, bad as in mean, or what? We still have a little bit of bias against the whole name Astros, don't we? I don't want to say anything too bad. These are all good guys. Okay, for Christian Javier, a 2-1 record with a 2.87 earned run average in his last three starts. He's just been a terrific moneymaker, really, for the most part. Um, Houston's 21-10 with Javier on the mound this season, and also 12-6 with Javier on the road. Houston having won 6 of 8 right now, dating back to the end of the regular season for Sonny Gray, one of the hottest pitchers in the postseason coming in. He's got a 0.82 ERA in his last 4 starts and 2-1 record. Gray, for as good as he's been a victim of a lack of run support. Also, faced up against some good matchups in the pitching rotation this season as, the respected ace of the Twins for the most part. Gray, just the Twins 8-10 at home with Sonny Gray on the mound this season. Probably getting the best price here on Gray. This one did open maybe as high as $1.50, $1.52 or so for Minnesota, if anything, right? The market's kind of caught up with the Twins here a little bit because, there certainly are were the outsider a bit, maybe. I mean, look, Houston was still in their own battle, but they still finished with a strong record. So Minnesota, though, they've won 11 of 15 and have a strong 49-34 record at home this season. So I would think that, man, look at this right now at 8 under. Oh, that total. Let me fix that. Talk about the whole game, and this is not even the total right now. I mean, maybe there was some 8.5 openers out there. It's 8. I mean, not only is it 8, and I'm going to peek here behind the 8 under 8, mostly 8 flat, a little bit of 8 overs, and even a little bit of 8 unders. You got to just call it 8 flat at this point, don't you? And let me just update that. So, if anything, maybe it's a slight move to the under at this point. I think I'm just going to call it 8 flat. Maybe the market has just a few more 8 over 15s or so. Doesn't look like too many non-committal from the chat, but I've got Dwight with Houston with the bounce back here. And Ray says he's leaning towards the Twins, and Crush says it's Twins money line for me. And that's the way I'm going to go. I just think there's just what is with the momentum of now. I say underdog teams, right? If anything, now, well, Houston's the underdog, no doubt about it. But in general, coming in, I don't know if that necessarily was the case, right? So now you have the Twins at home with a great pitcher like Sonny Gray, Javier, good numbers as well, and he's definitely, pretty tested, really outstanding postseason pitcher. His numbers are very, very strong. But Sonny Gray also has been very good in his playoff starts, to be quite honest. Although Javier's, is basically more recent. Javier, a 4-1 record in the postseason with a 2.2 ERA. Most of the work had come as a reliever, though. Just 2 starts in 14 appearances for Javier. And for Sonny Gray, 1-1 record in 5 playoff starts, a 2.39 ERA. I'm going to take Minnesota here in this one as a short favorite. Yeah, like I said, if anything, and at a dollar, and look, I got $1.35 on the screen there, and I'll grade myself at $1.35. But I think most of the market's going to be even a little bit lower. I'm already seeing the sharp shops down to $1.30 or so. Hello to Gerardo today. And I feel bad when Gerardo says I can't whip up any soccer action in time. But there's so many sports today. And maybe I could just peek at the schedule. But all right, Minnesota for me here. Let's move on to our next game. And before my computer speeds up and wants to give me that soccer schedule, see, I know it's going to be light and not much going on. I don't think. Maybe even I'd know if there was a little bit of a schedule going, right? Okay, it's all South America. Come on. There's nothing out. There's nothing. All right. I don't mean to say it like that, Gerardo. You know, I'm always looking.